Hi guys, this is Jackie with Jackie Bible Story 777. Guys, put in the comments after I give you this information and everything. Put in the comments if this ever happened to you. I still remember this. Do you know, guys, I used to work in this place in Manhattan called Chubb and Son. It was an insurance company. Now, I had a good friend named Laura. I thought she was a good friend. I was very young at the time, like in my 20s. You know, you guys might be in your 20s. This might be a lesson for you. So I was making like $600 a week. I was doing really well. I was a secretary, stenographer, everything, right? So I saved up for this white leather jacket. It was so beautiful, guys. It had fur here, a white leather jacket, real gorgeous. And I had it in my bag. So my friend Laura said, could I see that? I said, no, not really, because it's a surprise. I want to wear it one day, right? So she said, oh, it's pretty. I saved up a lot of money. It almost cost like $1,000 every I in those days they had layaway. I have my coffee shirt, so I'm talking to you like we're having a coffee. But you're gonna hear a story about this in the Bible. But I want to talk to you because I want to see if this ever happened to you. Do you know I still remember this precisely to the day when it happened? So she seen it and I said, oh, look in the bag. I didn't want to really show it, because I want to wear it and rock it. So very stylish. When you live in New York, you want to be really stylish and everything in Manhattan, Wall Street, whatever. So she said, can I borrow it? So I said, no, you can't borrow this, Laura. You cannot borrow it because it's like 800 something dollars. You can't. She goes, I'm your best friend. She said, I'm going on a date with the owner of the pizza place, where she lived in Bensonhurst, where I live, Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. So I need to wear a really nice jacket. I don't have anything. I said, I didn't even wear that yet. So she said, please, please, all day long while I'm working. I said, I'm going to get in trouble from the boss. Leave me alone. So she was like, no, I need to borrow that. I said, Laura, I didn't even wear this. I'm going to trust you and you can wear it for one day. Okay. So she took it overnight. I never even got it home. And my mom and dad at the time said, could I see your jacket? You spent so much. You've been talking about it, the layaway and everything. So I let her borrow it, guys. You're going to hear this story. Oh my goodness. Please put in the comments if this ever happened to you. I still remember this story, and I'm going back years. I still remember this story. So she wore it or whatever. So the next day, she didn't come to work. So I said, oh boy. But I know she always comes to work. So I called her and I said, do you have the jacket? She goes, oh, yeah, 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 I have it. The next day she came, she still didn't bring the jacket. So I said, where's my jacket, Laura? So she said, oh, I left it in the car of the pizza place guy because we didn't get along and I had to run out the car and leave it. So I said, okay, can you please contact the pizza place guy? She goes, no, I don't talk to him no more. I said, Laura, you have to get me that jacket back. She goes, well, I can't, I just can't. So then, I still was friends with her and everything. She said, next week I'm going to call him, and I'll get it back for you. So, I was already in tears by then. I'm a very emotional person. I was already crying when I used to get home from work. And, I wasn't married at the time or anything, no children, anything. My mother and father used to say, why are you crying? I said nothing. They didn't even know about the leather jacket. I was too embarrassed to say that because they would have yelled at me. You know how parents are. So anyway, I never got the jacket back. She kept going on and on and on how she left it there. You know what I thought, guys? I think she kept it and wore it out on dates. She never wore it to work, but I think she kept it. Anyway, it was borrowed, but you have to return the borrowed item. So please tell me in the comments if this ever happened to you guys. Okay, so listen to this. 2 Kings 6:6. The company of the prophet said to Elisha, look, the place where we meet with you is too small for us. Let's go to the Jordan where each of us can get a pole and let us build a place there for us to live so we can meet with you. So this was a company of the prophets, and Elisha was a prophet, and this was his company. 2 Kings 6:3. And he said, go. Then one of them said, won't you please come with us, your servants? I will, Elisha replied. And he went with them. They went to the Jordan and began to cut down trees. So they camped and built and lived there. So this is what happened. One of them was cutting down a tree, and the iron axe head fell into the water. Oh, my Lord, he cried out. It was borrowed. The man of God, the axe, where did it fall? Where? He showed him the place. Elisha was a man of God. He had like miracles. He did miracles. Elisha cut a stick and threw it in there, and he made the iron axe head float. He lifted it out and he gave it back to the man. So the man took it back to the place where it was borrowed. So this story reminded me exactly of that girl, Laura. So this miracle of making the axe head float shows God power and care even between the smallest matter, and highlights Elisha's ability to perform miracles as a prophet. So they said, where will we meet with you is way too small. Let us go to the Jordan and each of us can get a pole and build a place. And please come with us. Elijah said, okay. So where did it fall? So Elijah cut off the stick. I'm trying to reiterate this story. So check this out, guys. And threw the stick in the water and reached and got it. So why is it so important to return a borrowed item? Well, I just told you the story of my leather jacket back in the day. I thought that was a friend. And the reason why this man is so distressed about losing his accent is because it was borrowed, meaning it belongs to someone else. So let's rephrase. Alas, my master, it was borrowed. Then the man of God said, where did it fall? And he put the stick and the axe head floated. He got it back. So the borrowed thing, it's very important we return borrowed things. God did not put any stories in the Bible for no reason. Guys, always return your borrowed item. That's called trust and integrity. Do you think the relationship with me and my friend Laura was ever the same? Guys, I know you lent out things. Please tell me in the comments. I want to hear your story. I know I can't be the only one still remembering that you lent somebody something and they never returned it to you. It's very important to God, even the little things. It's called integrity. We have to return the things. Otherwise, it's not only borrowed, that means it's stolen. She stole my leather jacket. And I never forgot, guys. I worked so hard for that. I'm over it now, but I never forgot that story. And, years later, when I lived, in Sheepshead Bay on Avenue U, I seen her. And I was like, Laura? And she was like, yeah, she wasn't doing too good. But I still remembered that leather jacket. And guess what? She didn't remember that, but I did because I worked so hard as a secretary at that time to save that money up. I was paying rent and everything, but to save that money up. And I never got to wear that jacket. And that pizza place guy didn't have that jacket. She had it. Guys. Tell me in the comments. I want to know. I love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Cash App, $ Jackie Bible Story 777. If this resonates with you, please give me $3. I'm not saving up for a leather jacket. I want to get stuff like this sign in back of me with the Cash App money you give me and new stuff, equipment to make this even a brighter place for you guys. I love you so much, guys. Have a good day and please return the borrowed items. Amen.